2. Push! Full speed. Full speed. Drive. 1, 2. Drive.
Alright guys, what is up and welcome back to the channel. I thought I would just start off this video talking about what my goals are for this off season, because if you've been watching the previous videos, you guys just watched me compete all year long, starting in March, ending in July. Now I am moving into an off season, so goals are a little bit different, my routine is a little bit different, but the overall, what we're focusing on is always going to remain the same. It's to get better, to improve all across the board. But taking my feedback from this year, to put things in perspective, this was my first year competing in women's bodybuilding. I first stepped on stage as women's physique. I already knew that I more suited women's bodybuilding, and I knew that was the end goal. This year I didn't go into any of my preps thinking that I was going to be going for a pro card. Like I've said, the main focus is just getting that pro physique, the pro mentality, and treating myself like a professional athlete, because there's no way I was going to go on stage with people who treat this as their profession if I didn't treat this as my profession. So I took this year very seriously. You guys saw me like dieting, obviously, for the most part of this year. So I think that it's really easy to get caught up in the cut, the prep, but the body is built in the off season. So it's time to step away from focusing on visual appearance improving. I'm not going to be getting leaner. I'm not going to be looking any sharper. The goal is to put on muscle right now, so I'm not watching the scale too seriously. I'm mitigating fat gain. I'm not trying to bulk up too much for this off season. But main things I want to bring up are my arms overall. Overall is my feedback from Tampa Pro was just to bring up my upper body. Shoulders, arms. My back was good, they said. Lower body was good, but obviously those are two other places I want to improve anyway. But I do want to make a huge change to my arms. Like I would like to make them really pop a lot more. And the funny thing is I had taken so much time from training my upper body off for a while that now I've really only been back to training hard and heavy upper body for the past couple of years. So I know that if I put in a good off season, I can make a lot of improvements there. I think some obstacles right now are, I wouldn't call it an injury, but it's a little bit of an impingement on my hamstrings, both sides, only on hamstring curls. I just have a little something that catches, and I have a hard time really engaging on hamstring curls, so I have to find other ways to engage my hamstrings in certain things like squat patterns instead of a curl. But yeah, that's the main things we're focusing on is arms, hamstrings, a bit more glutes. But overall, I just want to put on size. I want to build up my muscle density, keep it clean, not get too sloppy. But yeah, that is the goal. And then I haven't set a time frame for when I'm getting on stage next year, but I will be returning to the stage next year. Probably summer, end of the year, kind of July, August again, thinking that's the plan. But yeah, today We are training legs. This is a hamstring and glute focus day, and let's get into it. I think I just found my new favorite hamstring curl. Yeah, it's really good. Oh, check it out. Tolga got me this belt for our anniversary. I believe the maker is Crown Custom Belts, but it says endlessly on the inside. It's got the Phenom and then WBB IFBB Pro. And it's got a magnet, so it'll just stay on without hooking it together. I don't know if you call it lazy or if I'm being overachiever by just repping whatever was on here before warming up, but that felt good. That was my warm up. All right.
Shock they made him.
Top set.
Very good book. Stop. Go. 1, 2. Push. 1, 2. Push. Full speed. Full speed. Drive. 1, 2. Drive. Control. 3. Drive. Lock. Come on. Drive. Two, slow. 1, 2. Slow. Control. Speed. 1. 2. Slow control. Nice and slow. Up. Speed. Oh. Good.
Yeah. I'm cramping so hard. Quads are very full. How did it work before? Now, how did it go on my waist like that before? Oh my. I thought it would go faster. Okay. Most ridiculous.
Now you can pull this back before you put tension on this. So take tension off this, put the weight back down. Now pull this. Now go ahead. Now stand. It's just a way you can reach that easier. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So take tension off.
This comes down and then this
Now you
goes
can
like
stand
that.
up.
And then the, okay. Okay, got it. I understand now.
It took me about a week and a half too.
I always come to the machine and
30
stare at
seconds.
it.
It took me a week and a half.
Genius, okay. Now I get it. Favors today. Oh my god. Stuck. Wow, it's hot. Super cool hip thrust machine. The heels on this converge as you come up into hip extension, so you get an extra squeeze in the glutes. It's very effective. Scooby snacks. 20 grams of carbs intra. I ran out of coconut water. Good there. Oh my fuck. For my glutes, I want to bring them up a little bit density wise. I think my lower tie-in is good. My lower density is good. Now my main focus is upper density, building that shelf, more upper glute movements. And that's genuinely like the same movements I've been doing. I'm just gonna tweak things a little bit more so that I can get upper glute activation in something like an abductor. So cool thing about this machine is this seat leans back somehow. You grab one of these mysterious handles, might be behind the machine. You can lay down. Another little thing I do for abductor is I'll turn my toes in so that my heels are the first thing driving out. And I feel like I get more hip activation that way too. Actually, in dance, we used to do reverse hypers the other way. We'd have a partner hold down our legs, and we would do sit-ups from your stomach, and we call those Supermans. But I do truly believe that hyperextensions are a very underrated movement, especially body weight hyperextensions. If you can't bring your hips into a hyperextension without weight, you shouldn't be putting weight on it. And that applies to everything, in a hip thrust, yeah, any glute movement. Yeah, I do. Why? Because you can't do this? You have to practice tummy time like children do and work on being able to raise your trunk. Either this trunk or the bottom trunk. I think they're both called a trunk, but from your stomach. So, yeah, super underrated movement. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, guys, that is it for this video. Next thing on the schedule is the Mr. Olympia. I will be there at the Mutant booth October 10th and 11th at the Expo. If you are there, be sure to come say hi, hang out with the crew, get an autograph. And I'm excited to meet you guys, but thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.